Every year, 1/3 of all the food we produce around the world is lost or wasted. Isn't it a pity to waste food while so many people around us are not able to satisfy their daily food needs? So, when is food wasted? Between leaving the farm and reaching our plate, food goes through a number of stages making up what we call food chain. Unfortunately, food is wasted across the whole chain. And that's not all. When we waste food, we're also wasting all the resources that went into its production, like land, water, effort and energy. Just think of bread and the long, long way from the farm to our table. Did you know that to make a loaf of bread, you need 1,000 litres of water? That's a lot of water. Wave! Moreover, rotting food in landfill sites lets off a very strong, harmful gas called methane. This means that food waste harms the environment, leading to climate change.
Good day everyone, live from 24/7 building, this is Aryan Janaskrel, your news anchor and news reporter. Headlines. Definition between loss and food. Food harvest, food loss. Uneven food supply. Food harvest, food losses in the Philippines, pipeline from farm to table. Problem in developing countries and food harvest. Effort that can be made to have a better and efficient food harvest. Live from Fruit and Vegetables Laboratory. The reduction of post-harvest losses within the country should reduce its dependence upon imported foods and reduce the problems of purchasing these food places. Loss means any change in the availability, edibility, wholesomeness, or quality of food that prevents it from being consumed by people. This definition is a people-centered definition. Food means those commodities that people normally eat and exclude the commodities that people do not normally eat. If the food is consumed by people, it is not lost. If it's not consumed by the people for any reason at all, then it is considered a post-harvest food loss. This is Aryan Janaskrel reporting. Live from Agricultural Experiment Center, Mr. Kier Lozano, please report.
Post-harvest food loss, which refers to the decrease in quantity and quality of food that occurs after harvesting but before reaching consumers. It is estimated that 30% to 40% of all food produced is lost or wasted due to inadequate post-harvest handling, storage, and processing practices. This leads to a significant waste of resources, negative environmental, social, and economic impacts including greenhouse gas emissions, reduced farmers' income, and increased food insecurity. Efforts to reduce post-harvest food losses by improving infrastructure, educating farmers and consumers, and investing in technology and innovation. Addressing this neglected dimension has the potential to increase the world food supply and improve food security for millions of people. This is Cpscie Lozano, live at AEC.
Live from the food factory, Miss Ivy Jean Capuyo, please report.
Food preservation, storage, and transportation are the mechanism by which mankind tries to match the very uneven day-to-day supply of food with the even day-to-day demand for food. This problem of matching the uneven food supply to the even demand for food has been one of the classic historical problems that has always faced mankind. Ivy Jane Capuyo report.
Live from Food and Agriculture Organization, Mr. Kier Lozano, please report.
According to the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, or FAO, the Philippines has a significant problem with post-harvest food losses. It is estimated that the country loses about 13 million metric tons of food annually, which is equivalent to around 20% of its total agricultural production. The major causes of post-harvest food losses in the Philippines include inadequate post-harvest handling and storage facilities, poor transportation infrastructure, and limited access to markets. Additionally, weather events such as typhoons and droughts also contributes to food losses. Efforts are being made to address the issue of post-harvest food losses in the Philippines. The government has implemented various programs and initiatives to improve post-harvest practices and infrastructure, such as establishment of post-harvest facilities and the provision of training and equipment to farmers and processors.
Live from the office of World Health Organization, Ms. Maxine Nagita, please report.
Live from the office of World Health Organization, as the occurrence of food losses is subjected as prone to hunger and sickness in developing countries, the evolution of method for preserving foods has been revealed as well as in reducing losses, such as drying, where it decreases the moisture content of food resulting to molds and microbes growth failure. Packaging and protective storage is a way to protect them from water and water vapor. Refrigeration and cooling is a means to extend the storage life. Chemicals as it also utilized to enhance the storage life and reduce spoilage. Other methods like fermentation are used to preserve particular beverages. Canning could be applied in terms of preserving perishable and maintaining the quality. Irradiation, in which it assures the convenient low-cost method of preservation. And lastly, the freeze and freeze-drying, which provide excellent quality if preserved foods. Maxine Nagita reporting.
Live from the Central Mindanao University Laboratory, Ms. Ivy Jean Capullo, please report.
Live at Central Mindanao University Laboratory. Problem in developing countries in food harvest. The problem of matching the uneven food has been a classic historical problem. The problem with food is that although man harvests or hunts food for his own personal consumption, there are many other living organisms that they use this food for their own use. Developing countries have a number of problems in their battle to reduce post-harvest food losses, such as insufficient knowledgeable personnel with the expertise to preserve and protect food, insufficient capital to provide the necessary handling and storage equipments, and lastly, insufficient purchasing power to pay for proper protection. This is Ivy Jean Capullo.
Live from the Innovation Farm, Ms. Tahil, please report.
This will enable the deployment of targeted interventions that addresses the root causes of post-harvest losses. Efforts can be made in building better and more efficient storage facilities, upgrading handling and transportation methods, improving processing facilities, creating standard for packaging materials, implementing effective pest and disease control measures, and improving supply chain management practices.
Chika Minute, this is the hottest news in the Philippines. Corn commodity has a very tragic role, both in the food security system and the driving wheel of the national economy. In the next 5 years, the demand for corn for the food, feed, and other industrial needs, and the amount of losses in post-harvest corn activities, not included the storage activities, varies from 1.2 to 5.2% of losses due to discolored and 5 to 10% due to the quality losses. Based on the data from the Post-Harvest Directorate 2013, the magnitude of the post-harvest shrinkage corn base rate is 5.20%. This is Arian Janiskrel, your Chikadora for today.